Swedish politics is currently dominated by a minority government, the Kristersson cabinet, which came to power following the 2022 general election. This coalition is comprised of three parties: the center-right moderate party, M, led by Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson, the Christian Democrats, KD, led by Deputy Prime Minister Ebba Busch, and the Liberals, L, led by Johan Persson. This Tidö agreement government, named after the location where the deal was struck, relies on the external parliamentary support of the right-wing populist Sweden Democrats, SD, led by Jimmy Åkesson. This arrangement marks a historic shift in Swedish politics, as it is the first time a mainstream government has directly cooperated with the Sweden Democrats, a party with roots in the far right. The Sweden Democrats, now the second largest party in the Riksdag, have no ministers in the cabinet but have been given a direct and unprecedented influence on government policy through a newly created cooperation structure. The main opposition force is the center-left Social Democrats, S, led by former Prime Minister Magdalena Andersson, who remains the leader of the largest party in the country. The other parliamentary parties in the opposition include the Left Party, V, the Center Party, C, and the Green Party, MP. A number of significant policy debates are shaping the political agenda. The government's top priority is tackling soaring gang violence and crime. This has led to a major paradigm shift in law and order policy, with proposals for longer sentences, expanded police powers, and the potential for military assistance to law enforcement. This tough-on-crime approach is heavily influenced by the Sweden Democrats' platform. Similarly, immigration and integration policy have been radically altered. The government is pursuing some of the country's most restrictive immigration reforms in decades, including making it harder for new immigrants to get benefits and a greater emphasis on integration requirements. This policy direction is a direct outcome of the Tidö Agreement and the Sweden Democrats' core political identity. In foreign policy, Sweden's recent accession to NATO has been a central focus, marking the end of a 200-year policy of neutrality. The government has prioritized strong support for Ukraine and has actively participated in EU sanctions against Russia. The current political climate has not been without its share of controversies and scandals, which have tested the government's credibility. One of the most prominent recent scandals involved Migration Minister Johan Forsell, whose close relative was linked to neo-Nazi and far-right extremist groups. This was a particularly sensitive issue, given the government's strong stance on crime and the Sweden Democrats' historical links to such movements. The government was heavily criticized for its initial silence on the matter and for attempting to influence media reporting. The scandal became a major point of contention when the Left Party called for Forsell to testify before a parliamentary committee. In another blow to the government, a series of resignations of national security advisors raised serious questions about the vetting process for high-level officials. The first advisor, Henrik Landerholm, a close friend of the Prime Minister, resigned after being accused of negligently handling classified documents. His successor, Tobias Tyberg, was forced to resign just hours after his appointment, following the revelation of compromising personal photos sent from a dating app. The rapid-fire nature of these incidents, combined with the government's reliance on a controversial party for support, has created an atmosphere of political instability and intense scrutiny.